So let's have a close look at the boxing. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and thanks for joining me for another unboxing. I'm going to have a look at something a little bit different today. It's one of these. So this is actually a Plamax figurine, and these are from the series they call, what do they call these? Naked Angel, which is a little bit naughty, because these are figurines in 1/20th scale. 20 scale is great because 20 scale works very well with Maschinen Krieger, which we love here. But as standalone figures, they're a good size too. So let's have a close look at the boxing. So here we go. So you see here is the series, Naked Angel. Now there's been quite a number of figurines in the series already, and they've been quite popular. Now this particular one is an actual, well, what they are their 3D scans of real people. Okay, so it's 3D scan here. So the actual person here, so this particular box art of Yu Shinoda, or Shinoda Yu in Japanese there, is included in one of the poses. Now it's a bit tricky when you see these boxes because you can't really tell, unless you can read Japanese, that there's two figures included. But there are. So there's two different poses. You have this particular pose, which is the clothed pose, and then there's another pose, which is the naked pose. Now, that's the naughty bit, I guess. And that's pretty much all you can see on the box here. It does give you a picture of the sprue, but if you were just looking at that and you couldn't read Japanese, it looks like you only get the one figurine. But let's have a look inside, and I'll show you that is not the case. So when you open them up, every single one of these figures, or figure boxes, comes with two figures. Okay, so you've got two sprue, like so. And then, of course, there's an instruction manual as well, which is pretty basic instructions. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get closer. I'll cut these open and we'll have a closer look. Well, let's get this knife here. All right, let's put this one aside. That's a naughty one. This is the closed one, and we'll have a bit of a zoom and just see what I mean by how good these are. Let's probably have a bit further zoom, just so we can get really up close. I'm going to show you the face. This is the most important bit, I think, out of figurine kits. And the realism you get there is simply because it's been scanned from a real person. So you can't really go wrong there with the realism, can you? And you'll see that all the way around the other side. So it's two piece. You notice that the locating lugs are really big because these are designed to be just pressed together. So you don't need to glue, but most of us that build these will be gluing it as well. So you can see the arm there. Very fine finger details as well. You have the front of torso. You have the opposite arm there as well. All the individual fingers. So I can get it to an angle where you can actually see those fingers, see the detail there. Just amazing in injection molding plastic, how fine they are. You have the leg there. The shoe and all the strapping detail on the shoe. Toe detail as well. You've got the back section. And then you have another leg. And then there's the other part of the leg, which is going to be, see how that's flat. So that's resting. And then down here we've got, that'll be part of the torso. And then we have another leg. Okay, and then there's the back of the hair, and another strand of the hair too. Okay, so that's one of the poses. Now let's zoom this out and have a look at the other pose. Now I've got to be careful here because these are very anatomically correct, and if you know what I mean by that, it's going to be a few details that I've got to be careful not to show you. Oh, let's focus over here. All right, so again, let's look at the face. So we've got the face here. So 120 scale, I should say, if you're not familiar, is actually 90 mil. So 90 mil is a rough scale that's used in measurements. So that's 90 mil from the top of the head to the base of the feet. Although some people actually measure it from the eyes to the feet. Don't know how they work that one out. But either way, it's good. So you've got hair there as well. It's got 3 sections of hair that go around the head. Now, there we go. Obviously you've got the body there, on the breasts. There's a back. As you can see, fully naked. So you've got one arm that's going to the back and it's holding onto this arm. So you can see the fingers are attached to this one. And then over here we've got part of the forearm, and we have the legs. You can see the feet there, which are really nicely detailed. And then you've got another section of the leg, and then the other leg and foot there. Okay, so you've got a basic standing pose with this one. Okay, so they're the 2 sprues that we've had a look at. Now here's the manual. Now the manual's really basic, as you expect. This gives you a better idea of the standing pose. Okay, so standing pose looking over the shoulder. And then this one is the, what do you call this one? Crouch, prone. Not so sure what you call this pose, but it is very simple how it goes together. Over here you've got the legend of all the parts, photograph of Yu Shinoda. So it gives you a very good reference on how to paint. You can always paint this any way you like, of course. And that's pretty much it. So that is my open boxing of the Plamax, which is a division of Max Factory. This is a Naked Angel, and this is of Yu Shinoda. So thank you for joining me.